0320 representing JVS. Well, it's about that time, y'all. It's about to be a new year. It's currently 6:37 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, living in Washington, D.C. Exciting times, and yet I'm alone. So yeah, that's kind of sad. Anyway, this is my video on the most anticipated films of 2016. And you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to try to do a riff-off. What I mean by that is, I'm going to try to just spit out as many movies as I can that I'm excited for. If any I don't pick up, then I'm going to look at this trusty handy-dandy note over here. Anytime you see me look over this, leave in the comment section below bad form. Yeah, I mean bad form from Peter Pan, Hook, if you don't, never mind. Alright, first is up. Civil War. I know y'all gonna thought I was gonna say Batman vs Superman, right? Yeah, no. Captain America, Civil War, entire cast. You got Scarlett Johansson, you got Tony Stark, you got did I really say that? Robert Downey Jr. You got a whole line of actors that are gonna be in this, feuding against each other, and they've built like such an amazing franchise on these movies. And to actually see Tony Stark versus Captain America and their own factions, and not just that, like Spider-Man's going to be in, but you haven't even seen any scopes of that. There's a lot that's going to be ahead for this, and I cannot wait for Civil War. I think it's going to be definitely one of my favorites this year. Is it going to be my favorite overall? I don't think so necessarily, because we've got a new Star Wars coming out, baby, and I'm talking about that Rogue One, that I say Donnie. Wait, is it Donnie Yen? Is it Donnie Yen? Yeah, Donnie Yen. IP Man, It Man. He's gonna be in it. An awesome like shonen casting for it. I don't know what it's actually gonna be about. That's why I probably should have looked over there. But I think that it takes place either it's between 3 and 4, or it's between 3 and 4, because they're actually trying to find plans for the Death Star, and so I think that they might be a part of the Rebels. I'm not really sure. But it's gonna be really interesting. It's awesome just to have another Star Wars out, period. So we're gonna have a Star Wars film each year. So the year after next year is 2017 is gonna be Episode 8, and then after that should be the next Han Solo film. It's some part of anthology, I guess, what they have in every other year. Either way, definitely hyped for that. And of course, Batman vs Superman. Hands down, my most anticipated film of 2016. Because the only reason why, because Star Wars Episode 8 ain't gonna be there. I cannot wait for this. I mean, I'm really excited for Ben Affleck being Batman. Excited to have Henry Cavill back. I would have loved him to have his own film ahead of time, or at least them gonna prelude this into like a Doomsday kind of thing. We'll see. I mean, the trailers, a lot of people hated the last trailer because they said it gave too much away. But to be quite honest with you, if you look at that nightmare sequence and you see what's flying around, there may be a bigger villain than what we even expect. Now, I think that the movie should centralize around the fight, but they have to make up time. They don't have time to have 3 different movies to be able to showcase the development of the characters, because they got to make their money right away. Either way, I'm definitely excited for Batman vs Superman. I cannot wait. Even Jesse Eisenberg, I've yet to see him really peak as far as showing his bad side, and I think when the hair goes off, I think it's all going down. Next thing, Suicide Squad. See, I'm doing pretty good at this. Suicide Squad, Jared Leto showcased as the Joker, Margot Robbie as Harley Quinn, the first live-action incarnation of Harley Quinn, other than that fan film that was really freaking awesome. If you've not seen Grayson. What else? Who else is in it? Oh, Will Smith. Dang it. Crap, I didn't look. I was just turning them anyway. Will Smith. What is it? One thing I don't know about this film is who Clint Eastwood's son is in the film. A lot of people have speculated that's actually Dick Grayson. Other people have speculated that that's the Steve Trevor of this year or this age or whatever. I really don't know. Either way, I'm excited for it, and also Ben Affleck is going to be in this movie, so we'll see where it goes with it. I think that it would have been awesome if My boy Tom Hardy could have played Rick Flag, but either way, we got RoboCop, so it's all good. Definitely gonna be one of my most anticipated films this year, or next year rather, not year yet. Shoot, how can I forget? X-Men Apocalypse. Shoot, Oscar Isaac he's won me over. Like, I saw him in Drive, and I was like, he can play a villain. Even when I looked at Robin Hood, I think he played the king. And then when I looked at his performance in Ex Machina, I was like, this dude has got it. And then I looked at him in Star Wars The Force Awakens, and I was like, this dude is so likable. And I didn't think he could be likable. And so for him to be Apocalypse, it shows his range, it shows his ability, as well as we got the whole entire cast from X-Men First Class and Days of Future Past back, minus the older characters such as Patrick Stewart, Ian McKellen. I think that Hugh Jackman is going to show up. I think he's going to make a big appearance in it. He's either going to make an appearance in that or this next movie I'm about to talk about, which is Deadpool. Only reason why, the last trailer I looked at, they had Colossus and they had Stardust, I think. And I was thinking to myself, I was like, okay, they're showing what happened to Deadpool, but what if they actually do bring Hugh Jackman into this movie? I think it could happen. That's what I'm trying to say. I could see them making a cameo appearance at the end of the movie, Hugh Jackman featured in it, and like, I think that just seeing them together in conversation would be amazing to actually watch, because we'd actually be able to get to see Hugh Jackman as Wolverine in a rated R kind of film, because I think that Wolverine, the movie, would have benefited from being rated R, to be quite honest with you. So Deadpool, definitely. Merc with the Mouth, Van Wilder himself, Ryan Reynolds, he's going to demolish this role. For them just being able to get the rated R rating, I think it's going to be really awesome to actually watch and showcase. It's been really funny just watching all the sort of things in between. So we'll see where that goes. What else am I missing? Crap. I know there's a lot more. There's so much more. Well, I think I'm done. I gotta look at this list now, y'all. Dang it. How can I not forget? So we got Ghostbusters with Chris Hemsworth, an all-female cast of Ghostbusters. But I'm gonna tell you this. I've been looking at this concept art and these pictures, and I'm like, they might just pull it off if they give you a Bill Murray camo and Dan Aykroyd camo. Like, that's all I'm asking for, or some kind of like, okay, here's the passing of the torch. If they were related to the original cast, I think it'd be so much more cool. But we'll see where they go with it. Independence Day, Resurgence. How did I forget about that? Like, that trailer, especially with Jeff Goldblum, it made me really excited for it. I can't wait to see what they're gonna do with it. Only thing that I'm sad about is that the entire cast is back, except for Will Smith, and they've kind of in this cliche move, like, said that he supposedly died in March of 1994 or something like that. I don't know. Trying to work with the piloting system for one of the, but that didn't make sense to me. I thought that was a cop out. If they had him like, all right, he's prisoner by the aliens, that would be epic. I think that would be so good, because Will has the range of having somebody that's been kidnapped by these aliens and has survived and thrived to the point that, what if they actually converted him to being their first real, enemy? Like, bring him to the other side, essentially. I think that would be really cool, but we'll see what they do with it. They've already said that they've killed Will, unfortunately. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Out of Shadows. I actually am excited for this, simply because of having these these different nudges to my childhood. I mean, Casey Jones is one thing, but you got the Turtle Van. Like, I was like, and it's actually shooting out, like, all I know is that it looks fun. It looks really fun. I'm excited for it. I'm more excited for this one than I was the first one, just because I felt like they tried to reinvent the wheel from the scope. But this one now, they got a lot of groundwork to make. Shoot, man, y'all, I've already seen it, but The Revenant. The Revenant will be the best picture nomination this year. Like, hands down, there's no way that it wouldn't be nominated. Whether it'll win, that's one thing, but the acting was amazing. Scope was amazing. Alejandro did it again, specifically getting the same cinematography he did with Birdman. Leo, Tom Hardy. It was an amazing ride. It was scary. It was gripping. It was heartfelt. It was intense every second. Let's see another one people are going to be excited about. Zoolander #2, which I'm not really all that excited about because, believe it or not, I didn't look at Zoolander until 2000. Wait, when did it come out? The first one. Anyway, all I know is I was late for that party. And I found it funny, but it's like I'm not really that hyped for it, other than the fact of having the original cast. And I'm curious to see where they're going to go with it. Like, I mean, even having Will Ferrell back and Olivia Munn in it, like, what are they really going to do with it? But we'll see. Now You See Me Too. I love the first one, specifically Mark Ruffalo in it, as well as Woody Harrelson, and I think Michael Caine was also in it, as well as Morgan Freeman. I think that Daniel Radcliffe is going to be in this next one. I don't know if he's playing the son of Michael Caine's character, but either way, I'm actually excited for it because I really liked the first one. Warcraft. I think that one's going to be the next big franchise. I think it has the capacity to be, from the fan base standpoint, from scope wise. Also having like an actor such as the guy from Vikings to be the main actor. I think it's got the chops. I'm excited for it. Dang, Assassin's Creed comes out next year as well. I think that's gonna be freaking tight. I don't know where they're gonna go with it. Just because I think that they're gonna go with the Desmond Miles story arc, but then I don't know if they're using Altair or if they're using Ezio. And I know if y'all don't know what the heck I'm talking about, if you've not played the Assassin's Creed games, you wouldn't know. But it's a lot going back and forth, because when you get into the Animus system, you get to go back to your ancestors, and you get to go in a specific spot in time. And by Desmond Miles doing this, he's able to recapture certain things through the past. And I think that it could make something really awesome if they do it well. So we'll see. Maybe this might be the first video game movie, well, between that and Warcraft, that might actually go the distance. We'll see. I've already seen Pride, Prejudice, and Zombies. I'm not going to bring that up. The Jungle Book, I think that that's probably my last big pick. Just because of the cast. I mean, you got Scarlett Johansson, Idris Elba, Bill Murray, an all-star cast in general. I think even Ben Kingsley. I think that this one is going to be an amazing ride. And the only reason why I say I can't wait for more is because I can't wait for them to make Lion King. Can y'all imagine them doing like a live-action version of the Lion King, just like they're doing with the realistic animation style for this movie? On a scope level, it would be amazing. I mean, they could really, if they pulled this one off, they could go as far as they wanted to. They could make The Little Mermaid and everybody be happy. I think everybody even loves Cinderella, as well as Into the Woods. So, who knows? We might actually, in our lifetime, see a live-action version of The Lion King, which that would be beautiful. And that's really my list. I think that honorable mentions would be, for me, 999. I haven't even seen the trailer for it yet. I've just seen like pictures and what people have talked about it. But just from the actors and the amount of intensity it could go behind it, I'm actually really hyped for that. So we'll see what happens with that movie. But that is my most anticipated films of 2016. I know I didn't touch on everything, and I know I was way too long-winded. Hopefully y'all were entertained as I go and drink my Martinelli alone. Yeah, Joe's at work. Everybody's not answering their phones. I wanted to be in New York and watch the ball drop, but that'll never happen. Not this year anyway, maybe next year. Anyway, thanks everybody for watching. This is SCL0320 representing JVS. Y'all have a blessed night, blessed day, blessed evening. Happy New Year. JVS, we ain't gonna stop. And let me make one last video for y'all. Deuces.